The door was open slightly. Deshaun's mom peeked her head through the small gap in between the open door and the door frame.
Mom,
D,
I need to talk to you. Can I come in?
you better give me a good reason, boy.
Mom, please, I really need to tell you something.
Deshaun's mom sighed. She unlocked the door chain and let her son come through.
Long time since I've been here. It looked the same since I left, but still kind of new, you know what I'm saying?
What do you need to tell me?
I'm going to leave town.
What you mean you leaving? You see them guards around this place? No one can leave this town. They'll snatch your ass up.
I can sneak my way out, I know a way, but the real reason I came here is to give you this.
Deshaun placed his duffel bag on a table and opened it, revealing the large amount of cash inside.
D, where you get this?
It's better you don't ask. Listen, this is enough money for the both of us. We can get out of here. Start a new life somewhere else. I know I disappointed you. I know I let you down and you got no idea how sorry I am. You raised me the best you could, but I had no dad growing up. So the only father figure I had was the kingpins that ran the shit in the neighborhood, and I drifted away from you. I didn't listen to you, and I'll be sorry for that forever. Therefore, I had debt to pay, and this is payment for it. I know a way to sneak out of the inner city to a new one, a better one.
D, thank you, but I have to tell you something. A few nights ago, men around your age came to the house looking for you. They held me at gunpoint.
They what? Who did this shit?
2 young men. I assume they work with you or something. They asked for you. They were looking for you. D, I don't think I'll ever feel safe knowing that them boys are still out there. I'm too afraid to go outside. I don't know if I can go with you if they still around.
Deshaun felt an anger that he has never felt before. An anger so strong that it felt like it formed itself into a physical being inside him that began to control his behavior. He knew the 2 young men that his mother was referring to.
Did you tell them where I was?
I didn't know where you were.
What else did they say? Did they say anything that could help me?
Why?
Because I'm gonna kill them.
What happened?
This man attacked Mr. Staubitz, but he managed to defend himself and strike the attacker with his own knife.
You saw it?
Yes.
Why didn't you intervene?
By the time I intervened, the attacker was already struck with the knife.
If you just arrived at the scene, then how do you know the man attacked Paul?
I saw him follow Mr. Staubitz into the bathroom with the knife in his hand. Prior to the attack, I noticed he was staring him down in the cafeteria before following him to the bathroom. I think it is safe to assume that he was going to that bathroom with intentions to harm Mr. Staubitz.
Why?
I am not sure. I am aware that the attacker was a new member in the prison. Perhaps he wanted to make a statement to the other prisoners, or maybe get initiated into a gang.
Okay, that will be all.
Paul was sitting in his cell. The cell gates open. It was outdoors time. Paul was nervous. He crept outside his cell and followed the line to outside the facility. He was paranoid he wasn't in the prison a day, and there was already a murder attempt on him.
They're going to come again.
A fellow inmate was walking behind Paul as they were heading into the sunlight outside.
Excuse me?
The people that tried to kill you, they're going to come again and take you out.
Why?
What do you think? We saw what you did at the trial. You know something that they don't want the public to know.
Are you telling me the government wants to kill me?
Why the hell you think a fellow inmate wants to kill you? All of us are in here because of the people you exposed. I just want to let you know, we have your back. The Monkey King is grateful for what you've done.
You're Monkey King?
Yes, we've had our eye on you since you got here, which is why we got our guard to save you.
How did you get a security guard to join? How did you get a security guard to join?
He was a Monkey King before he became a security guard at the prison. Listen, Paul, you have to know that we are more powerful than you think and more than what the government thinks. We got guys in the prisons, media, FBI, CIA, everywhere necessary.
You should have put some in the jury. It would have helped me with the sentence.
We got some in the judicial system, but you don't have to worry about your sentencing for much longer.
Why is that?
Because we're going to break out.
How could we use this against Josh?
We have to tell everyone about it.
This could kill the group.
No, it will save the group. We just found out that there are hard drugs made in a high-level lab that is being sent to us to use, and the ones that the self-immolators used had large traces of a brainwashing drug. A drug that cannot be found in the streets, but one that can only come from an advanced lab or a pharmacy. Our underground club are the frequent users of the best man-made drugs in the world.
If the public found that out, it could make us look like degenerates.
If the public knew that we had the best drugs in the world, we would get way more followers.
We're not going to release it to the public. It will just get buried somehow. Plus, I think we need to give up on the whole get the public on our side idea.
Why would they send all these drugs here?
I think they want to rot us out. Have us rot out while using it to manipulate others like the protesters.
The moles are obviously bringing it in here.
How the hell did this happen? When I first got here, it was never like this.
Do you remember when you first got here? Think about it. It was when the reporter Megan Petrillo came here for the interview. It was the first time a reporter came to interview us. We couldn't have a bunch of addicts and drugs around, so we just cleaned it up.
Sarah, how could you go along with this? You didn't think it would backfire?
It was never this bad, only a few did it.
Yeah, well, now everyone is doing it. I don't ever remember a crack addict changing the world for the better. Now everyone here is one.
Alex, knowing what you know now, would you have changed your mind about joining?
It doesn't matter. At least not until we fix it. In the meantime, you need to organize a meeting with the entire Monkey King here.
You have to leave.
What?
Dan was pleading with his wife.
It might get too dangerous.
Why? Are they shooting politicians again?
No, it's not like that. It's just not safe for you and the kids anymore.
Dan, what are you talking about?
If you don't leave, you might end up like Jimmy's wife.
What does that mean? If I don't leave, my husband will rape like 10 women and commit fraud?
No, I mean that you'll be trapped alone in your house all day because you're terrified about what might happen to you. She's got some very dangerous people following her and harassing her every day, and there is nothing she can do about it. I don't want a life like that for you, so you have to leave with the kids.
Dan, what is going on? I am not leaving until you tell me.
Jimmy was set up by some very powerful people. Too powerful for any persecution. It's all lies what they said about him. They tried to set me up, but thanks to Jimmy, I was a step ahead of them. But now they're going to come after me again, but much harder, which means they're going to come after you or the kids.
Then why go against them? If they are dangerous people who threatening to put us in danger unless we do what they say, then why don't we just do what they say?
What they want me to do, I can't find myself doing. I can never live with it, and if you found out what I was doing, you'll never go along with it.
I don't know what they want you to do, but if you can't do that, is it really much worse than making me live by myself in a different house, in a different city, and still paranoid about what's going to happen to you or me? I'll just end up like being Jimmy's wife anyway. Can you live with that?
Dan knew she was right. He couldn't live if he put his family in that situation. But he couldn't be a puppet of the state and live with himself with the orders that was given to him. The only option was that was safe for his family and his soul was to resign. But he couldn't bring himself to that decision. Him resigning is him selling his soul. He knew he would only be replaced with another puppet. The problem was that Dan truly loved his country. He was a proud citizen, and his country was worth fighting for. He knew that despite what the media says, the real fight for the country wasn't overseas in some poor country in the Middle East. The real fight for the country was in Washington, and that's a fight Dan was willing to die for.
Sweetheart, I think we should get a divorce.
The cargo had arrived. Jimmy stood on the port as he watched the crates of weapons flow out of the ships to the desert land.
Mr. Jimmy, we just got word that Khaheem has just passed Teverit.
Where is that?
That's just outside the city.
Was there any damage done?
My guess is that they had a giant parade for them when they arrived.
No time for your jokes. Khaheem is storming through the villages. Like I said, the ones who fight back against him get killed, and the ones who don't join him or flee. We need to do something.
I'm not a military general. I'm just a businessman.
Well, how would you defeat your business rival then?
This isn't a business war.
It doesn't have to be. War is war, and the strategies used in one area can be used throughout. Now, if Khaheem's army is a business, how would you defeat it?
Okay. Well, we need to look at where we have leverage. Our leverage would be in production or in the supply chain. The closer Khaheem is to us, the farther away he is from his own manufacturing plant, which is way smaller and less efficient than ours.
Our manufacturing plants are just getting off the ground.
Nonetheless, it is still better than Khaheem's. Khaheem is also traveling through the desert. There is no water and no resources. We need to find a way to stall him in the desert and somehow cut off the supply line. That is our only leverage. While his army is dehydrating in the desert waiting for supplies, we will have multiplied our production as well as the weapons that will be supplied to us by the Americans.
The path from Teverit to Nouakchott, just one road. If we block that or destroy that road, then they will have to go through the sand or find another way to bring their vehicles through.
The workers are still rebuilding those roads. I'll call in to stop them.
Wait, If those roads are the only way for them to get to the city, send some dynamite and blow it up.
Mr. Jimmy, Miss Marium, our weapons have arrived.
Jesus, this is a lot.
This is called doing business with America. We don't half-ass shit. You either go big or you don't go at all.
I certainly am not complaining, Mr. Jimmy. More guns, the better. We'll start handing these out to the civilians.
Marium, we can't do that.
If they don't fight, we lose. It's as simple as that. Pay your reparations to them afterwards.
They never asked for this. They are just regular civilians. They don't deserve to die because of the struggle between two people.
Then leave. Simple solution, Mr. Jimmy. But you won't leave, nor will I let you. Your cause is worth fighting for. And if they don't know it yet, they will in the future. Either way, you have to stay in power.
Nick, can I see you in my office for a moment?
Sure.
I'm meeting Keinenberg today.
Where?
In the Benford Hotel downtown.
What for?
I don't know. He never tells me what the meetings are about.
Okay, make sure you have a good memory. I'm going to need you to tell me everything in that meeting.
What are you going to do?
I got an idea. I'll be there. I'll have my eye on Keinenberg.
You don't know what he looks like, though.
I do. He was here waiting for you when I was in here. I'm a government agent, Bill. I've been around some powerful people. I can tell one from a mile away, and I knew Keinenberg was one when I first saw him.
Listen, Nick, I don't know what you're planning on doing, but leave me the hell out of it. I don't want anybody to know I'm working with the intelligence agencies, and I sure as shit don't want them to know that I'm working with you.
It won't be anything like that. If I ever put another person's life in jeopardy for my own objective, then I am no different than the ones I criticize. I'll see you downtown.
This nigga took my shit!
He had a gun, Jam. What we supposed to do?
I don't know. Maybe use the gun we gave you to shoot the motherfucker.
It happened so fast, he just pointed his shit at us before running off.
Running off?
Yeah, he ran off.
Wait, you telling me the nigga didn't even have a fucking getaway car or some shit? You telling me you didn't think of running after him?
I don't know, it was like he disappeared.
Motherfucker, I'm going to turn into David Copperfield and make your ass disappear. Maybe it was David Copperfield who robbed you and made your guns disappear as well as my fucking money.
Are you a big David Copperfield fan?
Shut your ass up!
They young, Jam. They don't know how to shoot their irons yet.
Ain't that your job? To teach them youngins how to use them shits?
But we had to hunt D.
Yeah, and where he at? You failed 2 jobs I gave you. I don't expect Scooter to teach a youngin' anything. Actually, I don't expect Scooter to learn anything. Actually, I don't think he has learned anything. Actually, why the fuck is Scooter even here?
I don't know why I'm here either, to be honest.
Anyway, I don't expect shit from Scooter, but I expect it from you.
I taught them, Jam. I told them where to hide the irons in case another gang comes over.
So why didn't they use it?
Because the nigga knew where it was. I went to grab it, but he immediately put his sights on me. I couldn't get to the gun because he already knew where it was.
He knew where it was? He knew where y'all were hiding it?
Yeah, and the stash too.
Who else knows where we hide our shit?
There was a moment of silence.
Deshaun, he robbed us.
Where do I go? What do you expect me to do once I get out?
We have people out there to meet you. They'll pick you up and put you in the safe house.
Listen, man, I don't want to join the group or anything.
We're not breaking you out to join the group. You know why a U.S. politician was assassinated and they tried to murder you for it. We got some of our guards to recommend you to have your own private cell for protection, but they are refusing it. Your next cellmate is most likely there to murder you as well. You're not safe here. What you know has to be known to the public, and it needs to be proved.
I can't prove it, though. I only knew it from the guy at the trial. That guy I kidnapped.
Brian Dresden?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, he's dead.
What? How do you know?
Like we said, we have our guys on the inside. The media won't report it, but it's the truth. He was murdered because he knew what you knew. They tried to take you both out to bury the truth. Tie up the loose ends.
So I'm not safe here?
No.
Who was the guy that tried to stab me?
I don't know. We haven't seen him before. But listen, that doesn't mean you can trust everyone here that has been here longer than you. The system has leverage over everyone here. They can pay their families for life, reduce their sentences, transfer them to a better place. They have infinite ways to use leverage over them to get them to do what they want. This is why we have to break you out as soon as possible. Your life is in danger. Every second you're alive is a concern for the guys at the top. I got word from our security guard that saved your life. He said that the new cellmate is coming tomorrow morning. That means we have to break you out tonight.
Where do I go?
You're going to get a message tonight. Stay alert in the meantime. They're coming after you.
It has begun, Mr. Jimmy. We have sent what's left of our troops and volunteers over to Lipin. They are in a firefight with Khaheem on the highway.
Did the sabotage work?
We have our generals reporting that the explosives in the road did destroy his main vehicles, but he still has the men.
If the explosives worked, that meant that the ones behind him did as well. That should block the supply chain for a while, but it won't last long. We need to send more troops to the highway. The longer he stays in the desert, the longer they'll grow thirsty and weary.
Khaheem grew up in the desert. He can take the heat for a long time.
Yeah, so can our men. The only difference is that we still have our supply line still intact. Theirs is not. The thing is that we don't need to defeat Khaheem's army. We need to demoralize his army. The more demoralized they are, the more open he is to negotiation.
Negotiation. You cannot negotiate with Khaheem. You'd think you know that by now.
Khaheem had leverage the first time we met. Now he doesn't. He didn't think we'd get this many people to fight for us. To volunteer to fight. He didn't expect our production to be this well. We're getting to the point where the city of Nouakchott by itself is going to be wealthier than him. That's why he invaded us. He's losing power over the country, and now he's losing this war.
If he's losing this war, then why negotiate? Why not put the boot on his neck? Put the nail in the coffin?
I'm not going to send more of my men to die when they don't have to. I ran for president for the United States with ending useless wars as my top objective. If I get into the habit of winning wars, then I won't be able to stop it.
We shouldn't think too far ahead, Jimmy. The war isn't over. As a matter of fact, it hasn't even begun yet.
Okay, I need to leave to Tevrit.
You cannot do that.
I want to see my soldiers. I do not want them to think that I have forgotten about them or to think that I don't care for them. Plus, I want to see the battle.
We cannot risk having you dead. Let the soldiers fight. That is their job. If you die, then there is no need to fight for anything. You do realize they're fighting for you to stay in power.
I won't be on the front lines or anything. I'm going to be way in the back. But I'll be sleeping in the shitty little tents and eating all the shitty packaged food. And you're the one that told me to learn to shoot my gun. What's the point of learning something if you're not going to put it to use?
Marium sighed.
All right. I'll order for us to be transferred to the battlefield.
No, you have to stay just in case something happens. You are the most qualified to run the country.
Mr. Jimmy, if I should stay behind, because I am the second most qualified person to run the country, then why is the most qualified person not staying behind? Plus, I'm more qualified in the field. I've actually shot a gun before. Get ready, Mr. Jimmy. Our ride is coming soon.
Deshaun was walking through an alley. A man just ahead of him was leaning against the building. Deshaun approached him.
Is this the place?
What for?
You know, to get the shit, or to pay for it.
The man stood up from the wall and entered the building. Jamal followed him. It was dark. It was nothing but a staircase going down to the basement of a small apartment.
Are you Freeze?
Who's asking?
My name is D. I need a few pieces.
What you need?
What you got?
I got some Glocks, shotties, and a few Uzis.
Just get me a Glock. I got the money with me.
Aren't you a little young to be buying guns?
I'm also too young to have this cash on me. I figure I'd give it to someone who is willing to give me something in return.
Yeah, I know how transactions work. I'll give you the piece, but I'm just curious why a young man with all this money doesn't just bounce out this place. You can bribe any of those motherfuckers guarding this part of town. Now, I don't know how you made your paper, and I don't want to know that shit. But I know niggas your age working corners just to have a fucking quarter of what you got in your pocket, let alone what you got at home. How old are you?
17.
Shit. I'll give you this gun, but I'ma give you something extra. Whatever it is you're doing, you can never come back on. Any of my customers who buy my irons rarely come back for repeat business because they all either die or go to lockup. Truth is, you got the most valuable thing in the world. Youth. Fucking billionaires spend half their wealth to get what you have. If youth was an object that you had, you would get robbed by so many people for it. If stores sold youth, they would have more money than this entire country. I hate getting older, and I'm already old. But I keep reminding myself that there will be a time where I'm going to wish I was this age. I'd fucking give everything away to be your age again, and the last thing I'd be doing with it is what you're doing now.
I appreciate your wisdom, but I gotta do something, and if I don't do it, it will haunt me forever.
Guilt can haunt a man, but a man can learn how to deal with it. If the thought of guilt is what's making your decisions, then maybe the problem is within you, rather than those you'll point that gun towards.
Deshaun handed the man his money and grabbed one of the weapons.
Thanks, I gotta go.
Nick was sitting in his car, scouting the hotel as close as he could. He saw Bill walk into the hotel. Any time now, he thought. A car pulled up in front of the entrance of the hotel. From the back seat of the car popped out an older man. It was the same man that was waiting for Bill outside his office when Nick was there. It was him, Gary Keinenberg. Nick pulled out his camera and snapped a photo.
Gotcha.
Nick noticed that Keinenberg had no security guarding his car or himself. Nick got out of his car and walked up to Gary Keinenberg's car. He dropped to one knee to tie his shoe. While on one knee, he pulled a tracker out of his pocket and planted it on the bottom of the car. He decided to enter the hotel. It was a nice hotel, but nothing too fancy. Just nice enough to only attract those who can afford it, but not too fancy where it gathers a lot of attention. The perfect place for a secret meeting.
Can I help you, sir? Are you here to order a room for the night?
No, actually, I just came here for directions. Do you know where the airport is? Sorry, I'm not from here, so I'm not familiar with the city.
Yeah, certainly. Here's a map of the city, and the airport is right here. You can take it with you.
Thank you.
Nick got back in his car. He waited and waited. 30 minutes has passed, but Nick was still as focused as ever, not losing any concentration or being tempted by any sort of distraction. He was finally onto something, although that's what he thought with Megan. But this time it really felt different. Out the hotel walked Bill, going straight to his car. Keinenberg came out shortly after and entered the back seat of his car before driving away. Nick grabbed his phone. It was a map that was tracking Keinenberg's car. Nick started his engine and began following the directions on his tracker. Alex felt like he was in hiding. He knew something dangerous, something that he wasn't supposed to know, and that made him feel like prey. Rather than walking confidently through the compound, he felt like he had to sneak through the hideout, trying not to be seen. Alex put his hoodie up and remained in the shadows. He saw Josh in the distance. He looked paranoid, shifting his head side to side as to make sure the coast was clear for him to do something that he didn't want anyone to know. He quietly left the headquarters to the streets outside. Alex got to his feet and quietly followed Josh outside in the streets. Alex tried to stay a good distance away from Josh. He had to stay in the darkness of the alley. Josh kept looking behind him, but couldn't see Alex. He followed Alex through the slums of the south side. It was a long walk, far enough from the headquarters that Alex forgot the directions from which they took. Finally, Josh stopped walking. He stood in an empty parking lot surrounded by abandoned buildings. A car was pulling up. Alex needed to get closer. He crept through the abandoned buildings to get a better view of Josh and the vehicle. As he was moving through the building, he saw something.
Don't move.
Alex was pointing his gun at someone in the building, watching Josh in the vehicle.
I don't want no trouble, man.
Why are you here?
Nick turned around to answer.
You're Alex Nielsen.
Yeah, and who are you?
My name is Nick. I work for Bill Shea. I was good friends with Megan Petrillo.
What are you doing here?
I'm a Monkey King.
I've never seen you at the compound.
I work at the Bill Shea. I'm undercover. I was the one that tipped Megan Petrillo about the report. That was me. I gave her information. I'm here because I followed that vehicle to this location. Alex, listen. I assume you are here for something really important, and that important thing is taking place right now. If we keep talking, we are going to miss it. So let's see what happens at this meeting, and we'll discuss more afterwards.
Alex lowered his weapon.
Okay, we'll talk after.
Nick grabbed a parabolic microphone and stared out the window of the abandoned building. Alex got in position beside him and watched what was taking place.
What took you so long?
I got other shit to do, Josh. What, you think you're my #1 priority?
Hey, I wasn't the one that forced you to work together with me. You got me into this. I expect to be somewhat of a priority.
Keinenberg handed Josh a bag.
That's 5 pounds of drugs. With the usual heroin, meth, and coke.
This the good shit?
You think the cartels are going to give the CIA bullshit ingredients? We got the best chemists, but it's nothing without the ingredients they got south of the border.
What about the PCP?
We need more time until we get that going. The cartels are still harvesting the scopolamine to send up here over the borders. The next shipment will be going to the military base here in Washington in a few days. The CIA work efficiently, so it could come sooner.
Okay, good. I'll get the agents to come pick it up. This sneaking around shit is too risky for someone in my position.
We'll send more feds here to take the load off. What's the status on Alex Nielsen?
It's not good between us right now. I think he's starting to lose faith in the group.
Keep me posted with him.
What about my payment?
It's in your account. Everything is already there for you after you complete your mission.
I need some sort of incentive to keep me doing this shit. The promise of money afterwards isn't enough to keep me going. I mean, you consider me a priority, right?
You are a priority, Josh. But Alex is the #1 priority. Complete your objective on him, and we'll get to your incentives later.